He was very blunt and told me that I probably would be in a wheelchair within 1 to 2 years and that I wouldn't be able to have children and that my husband would be taking care of me for the rest of my life.
All of which was false. Active, happily married, and a mother of 2. For 23 years, Jackie Pilon lived her life thinking she had multiple sclerosis, only to find out a few weeks ago she didn't.
When I was first told I didn't have MS, I have to admit, it was a shock. It was, I was angry. I was frustrated. I think it has to do with a lot of stages of grief.
Grieving the fact that she didn't live life the way she would have if she had been properly diagnosed.
I wanted to become a physical therapist, and because of the physical nature of that job, I decided against pursuing that.
We have an estimated 3,500 people living with a diagnosis of MS in Saskatchewan,
which is one of the highest rates per capita in the country. And yet Saskatchewan still doesn't have a neurologist specializing in MS. But if it did, would it have made a difference?
I think if I might have had different neurological care, they might have identified this sooner.
The fact that we don't have a specialist neurologist who focuses their practice on MS is probably due to a multitude of factors. The academic programs being unable to entice somebody to come in with that sort of expertise.
It can't be confirmed a lack of care led to Pilon's misdiagnosis because misdiagnoses are not unheard of. The College of Physicians and Surgeons of Saskatchewan received 9 complaints in 2014 alone. But to think you've been living with the disease for 23 years is uncommon.
I think just because I may have been found to have something else now doesn't mean that you are.
Pilon has now been diagnosed with acute disseminated encephalomyelitis, a disease with similar symptoms as MS, but in her case with less severe effects. Pilon isn't looking to give anyone false hope, but she is sharing advice.
I'm a big believer in no matter what it is, you should be proactive about your own health.
Because you never know what you might find, or rather, not find. Maliha Sheikh, CTV News, Saskatoon.